In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make your robot turn its motors on and keep going in a straight line until it sees a black line, and then the program will tell it to stop. So I'm going to begin by starting a new program. I'm going to delete this and call it stop at black line. And I'm going to click go. In the palette area, the first thing that I want to do is, because I want the robot to continuously move and turn on until it sees a black line, I need to add a move block right here. So I'm going to drag it down, and I'm going to primarily change these things over here. The first thing I'm going to change is 75. I'm going to drop it down to 50. That's a better speed. The other thing I'm going to do is change the duration. Right now, it's only going to spin for one rotation. But because I want the motors to turn on and keep going until it sees a black line, I'm going to change rotations to unlimited. And that just means the motors will turn on. And that's really all I have to do to get my robot to start moving. The second thing I want to add is something where the robot will sense a black line. And the sensor that you use for that is the light sensor. The light sensor is on the front of the robot, and it's pointed down towards the ground. What it measures is the amount of reflected light off of a surface. So I'm going to come down to weight right here, and to be able to detect the black line, I'm going to come over to light. And I'm going to drag it up here. And you'll notice right now, over in the left-hand side, there's an orange box with a number that's changing. The reason why it's changing is because I'm moving it over a black line. The closer the number gets to 0, the darker the surface or the reflective light. So you can kind of test and see, based on your surface, when it is over something that's black. So I noticed probably around 60 seems to be a cutoff based on the table that I'm working on. So I'm going to come over here, and then what this is saying is wait until the light is greater than 50. And what I want to do is change less than, and I'm going to make it right about 60 maybe, because all the values beneath 60 seem to be a real dark color. So that's really all I have to do is when it comes to the black line right here and it sees it, it's going to wait. And the final thing I have to do is stop my motors. So I'm going to come up here to my move command. I'm going to bring it down, and instead of turning it on, I'm going to turn the motors off, like this. And that just turns the motors off. So it'll keep going. When it sees a black line, it's going to pause, and then it's going to stop. And so that's really how you would make the robot stop at a black line. You can play it to test it, or you can download it.